Okay, do you have wife, children? Apartments, yachts, ships, airplanes?
Wife, 2 children.
Boys, girls, how old are they?
A boy, a girl, they turned 1.
I see. What did you do before the army?
I work as a production technician at the Baltica Brewing Company.
Do you know how to brew beer?
No, I bottled it and was responsible for the equipment, but I didn't work at the brewery. I worked at the Baltica Brewing Company, but as a production technician.
Have you seen how it's fermenting, getting ready?
No, it was all done in another workshop. Other did it. I was responsible for the filling level of the bottle and for capping.
I think everyone will have a question. Can I get some beer for free?
No.
Why not? Well, as I understand it, there is a pipe, you take a glass, put it down, it pours for you and you drink.
No, well, I didn't really drink at work. I didn't drink beer at all.
Work at Baltica and do not drink beer?
Yeah, this is possible. Many people do this. They don't drink at work.
Because Baltica is the crap. That's why they don't drink at work, right?
Some people may drink, but they just don't drink beer.
Understood. What is the salary of a technologist at the Baltica plant?
I had between 60 and 90.
What does it depend on? The season?
Part-time jobs. When it's high season, there are extra jobs. You got on a day off and get double pay.
The season is when it's warm, right?
Yes.
Got it. Makes sense. What does your wife do for a living?
At the moment, she don't work. She worked as a seller in trade.
Seller. In short, you poured beer, poured it, and the war began. What do you know about February 24, 2022?
The Russian troops entered Ukraine and the war with Ukraine began.
Yeah. Only when did it start earlier?
In 2014.
Yes, you see. You know everything. What happened in 2014?
I don't know about everything.
Tell me, what do you know?
I remember that there was a conflict between Russia and Ukraine, that something was starting like a war, then everything stopped. For the rest of the time until 2022, Ukraine was preparing for war. All our troops were withdrawn from here.
What do you mean we were preparing for war, but you weren't? If we had prepared? That is how they explain to you why nothing works out for you?
No, it's just that I know so much
But
about
it's
it.
interesting, just probably the first of those Southern who said the phrase Ukraine was preparing for war. Why did he say that? Well, I'm really interested.
Well, I kind of heard from comrades, from acquaintances,
What
that
did they say?
Ukraine, I find out when I was already in Ukraine, that Ukraine was preparing for war. All this time, some concrete dugouts and fortifications were built.
Why weren't you prepared for war?
I don't know why we didn't prepare.
And as a result, you attacked in 2022. How did they explain to you why you attacked?
Nobody explained anything to us. They just made us realize that we were going to defend the interests of our homeland.
Tell me, please, what interests of your homeland did you defend in my homeland? Where have you been taken in captivity after all?
I have been taken captive in the Bakhmut direction.
In Ukraine.
Yes.
What are your interests in Ukraine?
To fulfill tasks defined by the commanding officer.
Destroy cities, right?
Not really.
How not quite? You've seen Bakhmut, haven't you?
I saw it.
Beautiful city.
Well, it no longer exists.
It no longer exists. Why is it so now?
Broken, crashed.
By whom?
By troops.
For what?
The fight for territory was on.
That is, until 2022, the city stood still. Beautiful, green, it was there many times. In 2024, the city does not exist. What is the population of your country?
Of the country? I don't know.
What's the approximation? There's a number.
I won't
Well,
even say.
roughly like 1 million people. 1 billion people. Well, you're a patriot of your country, right?
Well, let's say 100 million.
And my country's population is how many?
I don't know either, but I think it's less.
Do you have a large territory?
Large.
Have you mastered it all? Is everything okay with you everywhere?
I don't sort of wander around all over Russia
What
much.
happened to your mother's house? Oh, what house were you talking about that burned down? Your family, your grandmother's or your mother's?
I didn't say it
You
burned
restored
out.
someone's house.
To the mother-in-law.
What happened to the house?
A fire.
Why?
The best house caught fire because of the stove.
Does your mother-in-law have a gas?
There is. Only there is no central one.
Is there a gas tank?
Yes.
Yes. Is there an asphalt road in the village?
No.
Right. Why do I ask that? You have a country that trades gas all over the world. Why doesn't your mother-in-law have gas?
Perhaps it was no rational to install the central gas pipeline so far to the village.
Okay, you convinced me. Why didn't your mother-in-law have an asphalt road in her village? It's not rational at all. You understand, right? Because when autumn comes, what happens to the roads?
The mud is washed away.
How did the ambulance arrive?
Well, the ambulance would have arrived normally. Crushed stone. The embankment was made of crushed
so
stone.
why isn't it on the asphalt road?
Well, probably there weren't enough funds to extend asphalt to every remote part of the village.
Yes, in a country that has the most oil and gas, that trades and has enough oil wrappers, there isn't enough money to make a road to its citizens.
Well, I can't know.
I mean, isn't there enough territory for you so that you came to destroy our cities? There is some logic, right? I understand if you have everything set up, right? In the country. Your Tsar Putin has done everything so beautifully that there is asphalt everywhere. There is a gas everywhere, skyscrapers everywhere. I'm talking about, have you ever been abroad?
No.
Show you a photo of Dubai.
Well, I did see the photo.
Well, the difference is a photo of Dubai 30 years ago, for example. Pictures. Look. 1985, 2016. Is there a difference? The desert and nowadays.
Well, yes, everything is built. Beautiful.
Beautiful, built, good. Now let's do it like this. Well, in short, there are whole sets of photographs there that show, for example, what is your city?
Novosibirsk.
Novosibirsk. Are there any destroyed areas where houses are falling down and all that? There is.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
And there are some wonderful collage there. Collage, do you know what that is? Doesn't matter. Collage like Dubai, desert, nothing. 30 years later, skyscrapers. And there is something like Novosibirsk. Broken hut 30 years ago and now, but they're even worse. Why am I saying this? To what you say, I'm going to carry out the orders of my country, for my homeland. You're a patriot, you served for almost 2 years essentially. You don't know the population of your country. You don't know the population of my country. Have you ever seen a map of my country?
Well, overall I saw it.
Is it huge?
Well, what can I compare it with?
Compare it to your country.
Well, it's
How
smaller.
much?
Pretty much.
Well, pretty much. Is it a lot or is it a
I
little?
don't know, maybe 3-4 times.
3-4 times.
I don't really understand the map.
So you didn't see the map,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Why are you lying? I'll now show you the picture your wife is looking at. She replied, yes, I'm waiting. Captivity must be useful for the mind. Look. This is yours.
Mm-hmm.
This is us. 33 times.
Yes.
33 times. And I always like the reaction in short. Didn't expect it.
Yes, I didn't approach it so subtly. I didn't compare.
How subtle. It's just a picture of my country and your country.
Well, I see it here now.
Impressive.
Yes, very much so.
Always like this reaction. What went wrong for you that you can't do anything for 2 years? Essentially 28 months. Great superpower.
I can't answer this question.
You can because you were the guy who ran around with a machine gun and got captured. What's going wrong for you? The picture is really impressive. I understand that it really impressed you because you didn't expect it to be
Well,
like this.
Maybe our tactics are such that...
What tactics? You do realize I laugh all the time when I show this picture to people like you, right? Who goes to die not knowing where. To die without knowing why. And the effect is almost always exactly like this. When a captive one sits and can't stop staring at it for 3 minutes. Because he's in shock. Because looking at this picture, everything should have been completely different, right? Oh, there, the Tsar told you, Kiev in 3 days.
I've heard that.
It didn't work out. Kiev in 3 days. Okay, I'll take it away because otherwise you'll break. Why do I need this? According to the Geneva Convention, hello, Red Cross, you can't break captives. It is forbidden. It is forbidden. Experiments cannot be carried out. I don't know whether demonstrating the truth to a captive one is an experience or not, but I show you the truth, the size of the country. You're in shock. Shock is a consequence of receiving the truth. Theoretically, the Red Cross could say that I'm carrying out torture. Can they say that? Torture by truth. Torture by truth. That's what we need to write to the Red Cross or whatever it's writing all the time. What were we even talking about?
Well, about the territories, about the fact that...
Yes. Why did you need Bakhmut if you didn't put your country in order? Okay, I remember. We talked about Dubai, in short about the territories, about gas, asphalt. Well, to be honest, why the hell do you need Bakhmut? If you can't lay asphalt in your own neighborhood.
Well, everything has its time and eventually everything will fall into place.
How many millennia does it take?
I don't know, I haven't calculated how everything is progressing and how much time it will take to lay asphalt everywhere and install gas everywhere.
Look, do you know this guy, Elon Musk?
Who again?
Elon Musk.
No,
Starlink, SpaceX,
don't know.
they are already space tourists. In civilized countries, people go further. They are already flying into space, showing space to tourists for money. Elon Musk is the owner of all Teslas. Have you seen the Tesla
Yes.
cars? Here he is, the owner of Tesla Corporation, the owner of Starlink company, and the SpaceX company, a space company. You can't lay asphalt, but people are already flying into space as tourists. Cool, huh? Didn't know that.
Develop slowly.
I always like it when they are trying to justify all the trash. But if I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong. We're just having a conversation. I'm interested. Do you know why you're the interesting one? The fact that you have been running for essentially 2 years now and survived, that's rare. That's rare. Honor and respect. Fine. You were drafted in September 2022. Until March 2023, you were at the training ground. You chilled and rested, then where did you go?
We went on a train to the Lugansk People's Republic.
Is there such a republic?
LPR.
LPR. What kind of nonsense is this?
Lugansk People's Republic.
There is no such thing.
Lugansk region.
Oh, you see? Why isn't there one?
It was probably in the LPR when it belonged to the territory of Ukraine.
Let's really solely on legal facts. World. The whole world. What is the population of the whole world?
Don't know.
Come on, everybody. The whole world, civilized, did not recognize the LPR and DPR, but it is a fact. Except for the crazy king. You can swear at us. Accordingly, LPR, there is no such nonsense. Soon there will be BNR, Belgorod People's Republic. I will lead it. I will run there. Are you aware?
No.
Do you know where Belgorod is?
Well, I heard, but I don't know what's going on there.
Coming soon. Will you vote for me?
Don't know.
Why? I'm a fine guy. I have phones.
Do you have phones?
You don't have phones, do you?
No.
I have 3 pieces. I have been a fan of BNR for a very long time. That's why I'll run there. By the way, funny moment. For some reason, so many of my followers on social networks are coming from Belgrade. I don't even know how to react to this. Our channel is small. 2.5 million people. Is that a lot?
The channel?
Yes, on YouTube.
I think it is decent.
Yes. This is almost the entire Belgorod People's Republic.
Can I smoke?
Wait, let me smoke then you. Well, you have arrived in the Lugansk region. What were you doing there?
We haven't loaded.
There is no need to go into such detail. When were you there before and what did you do?
We were there for about 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. Then where did you go?
To Donetsk region.
Oh, you see, you're improving. Well, because your king invented the LPR and DPR because it does not exist. This is nonsense. Just as the Tsar amended the constitution to include our 4 regions. Do you know about this?
Yes.
What other areas did he include there?
Lugansk, Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk.
No.
Oh, I'll tell you now. Zaporizhia.
And?
Kharkov.
No. In the Kharkiv region, they were met with resistance. You were. Kherson.
Kherson.
Yes. How can you include cities you don't control? For example, they are as far from Zaporozhye, they are from the moon. Why didn't he include Warsaw in the constitution? Well, that makes sense. Write in the comments how you can randomly include some area that you don't even control. He does not control either the Donetsk or Lugansk regions. They have never been in Zaporizhia. Well, you haven't been there. How can you take and write someone else's area into your, I'm ashamed to use the word constitution, piece of paper? Why didn't they include New York? Because there are a lot of Russian speakers in Brooklyn. Okay, fine. In short, we're done. Otherwise, we'll just be like this for a long time. When did you actually go to war for the first time?
To the SVO zone?
Uh-huh.
Around March 5, 2023.
Into the zone of direct combat operations. Because you're in the SVO zone, of course, since March. How many fights have you had?
I didn't go on combat missions.
Why?
We were on the defensive.
Where?
In the DPR.
In the DPR, it's good. All 1.5 years of
Yes.
this. It's cool to stand there and do nothing. No shells were flying, were they?
Well, why? Sometimes kamikaze drones would fly in all the time.
Did they kill someone?
Well, yes, there were cases.
Oh, that's cool. A lot?
Well, I wouldn't say there were many, but there were cases.
What did they die for?
For motherland. Whose interests were you defending? Your homeland, right?
And what would you die for?
Also.
No. Are you for the money? Or for the motherland?
Well, as I already said, when I went to the SVO, I wasn't even sure that they would pay.
Do you know why I ask about the country's population?
Why?
Well, what do you think? This is simple question allows you to determine the level of your patriotism. Because a person who is for the motherland, he knows the size of his motherland, he knows its territory. Is there any logic to this?
Yes.
You don't know your country's size. We checked your knowledge. You are really shocked. Am I right?
Yes.
So that's why I can say that you're not a fucking patriot.
Yes.
Well, that's true, just for money. Were you on vacation?
Was.
Great. Didn't you try to escape from the army being on vacation? Or have you tried?
No.
Why? Because money. Right?
And it's a criminal case?
What's better, a criminal case or dying?
Well, I've never really had anything to do with prison.
Okay, let's do it differently. Look, to die or to be in jail? Which is better?
I don't know, I haven't tried any of this yet. No prison, no death. Well, I tried to die, but it didn't work out yet.
Come on, if this video gets 50,000 likes, we will kill you.
Interesting layout.
Well, you say you haven't tried it, but you'd like to try it.
I didn't say I wanted to try.
If he dies, he won't try prison. You need to know prison first.
I mean that when I had this trip, there was a possibility of dying, let's say.
Yes, I'm joking because
But I didn't die.
You can't... I can't understand anything. Tell me anything at all. How did you get captured?
I completed the task.
What task? How many of you were there? What number was it? First of all, what unit are you from? What is your position? What are you doing in the army anyway? Well, who are you in the army?
I'm a T-62 driver mechanic.
T-62. What's not Armata?
I rode on what they gave me.
Have you ever seen Armata?
Not in real life.
How come? You're a tanker. Don't your Armatas drive there? Are Armatas T-90s?
They don't go where we are. In general, my task was to bring 4 people to the position. The tank was redesigned. It was not quite a combat tank. It was redesigned as an armored vehicle, so-called against drones. I was the only driver mechanic in the crew. And 4 infantrymen. It was necessary to bring them to the position, turn around and drive back.
And the gunner?
There was no one. I'm telling you, I was the only one from the crew, and the 4 people were just...
So were you a taxi driver?
Well, yes.
And what about the gunner if he needs to hit somewhere? What
There
wasn't
were
there?
no shells.
Had the tank fired yet?
No. No. Well,
It's very interesting how this tank didn't fire.
because as I explained, we were on the
Mhm.
defensive. Tank did not fire. It was converted into an armored vehicle so that, they came up with a system for delivering people to their positions.
But the tank didn't shoot, it was somehow broken, or why didn't he shoot?
No, actually, it was once a battle tank.
Well, was he in command during this war?
Well, I didn't see it. This tank was not assigned to me, so I cannot say whether it fired or not.
Have you ever fired from a tank?
No.
In short, you've been a tank driver for 2 years and you've never fired a shot?
No, I didn't shoot.
Why?
Because the driver doesn't shoot.
Well, I'm in a tank, so you have a tank, you've been on a tank for
But
2
my
years.
tank didn't fire.
Technically, he couldn't do it.
No, there was no
Got it.
such task.
Got it. If there was a mission, this tank could shoot.
Mine could.
And the first one wasn't yours?
Yes.
And the remaining one didn't fire because it was modified?
Yes. Its tower couldn't even turn.
Well, yes, that makes sense.
Everything
This
is
is so
welded.
that, is the tower welded?
No, the gratings are
If you
attached in
turn-
such a way
If you
that the
turn,
tower cannot
will
rotate.
you break the bars?
Yes, she won't even physically turn around with the gratings.
Like heavy grates?
Yes.
The grating was big as I got it from the beginning of the tank to the end.
Yes.
Well, in short, a taxi in the form of a T-62. The coolest tank you have seen in a while.
19s.
Well, the 90s are Armata, right? Or is Armata
Yes,
different?
yes.
But they are somewhere in the rear. They don't go on the attack.
I don't know, I won't say. Maybe they go in some directions. We were standing in only one direction as if...
Got it, okay. You took 4 Special Forces soldiers, loaded them up and off. You went in the vehicle.
Yes,
Have you arrived?
we arrived.
Did you upload them?
2.
Where are the other 2?
2 didn't make it out.
How come they didn't come out?
They just didn't come out and that's all.
Well, they refused?
Yes,
Deserters.
it turns out like this.
Why did they go then and not refuse right away?
On arrival at the position there was some pretty heavy shelling.
Uh-huh.
I think the 2 who crawled out are not alive.
Fine. Did you go back?
Yes.
So, what went wrong?
Yes. The antenna was damaged and the connection with my traffic controller was lost.
Was there a drone of your that, told you where
Yes.
to go? So, what next?
That's it. The connection is gone. There was constant bombing and the mortars were actively firing at the tank.
Hmm.
And visibility became practically zero because it's already hard to see through triplex windows. There was also a lot of air through at us
Uh-huh.
when there were landings in front of the tank. That's it. I didn't know where to go. I was just driving. I saw...
You came to ours, right?
Yes, my engine has already seized up near yours. There was a hit on the rear of the tank.
Well, I just realized now how you got captured. Well, I was passing by...
Look, I didn't see where to go. I drove for about 3 hours or so. I was just driving. I didn't know where I was going. There was simply no way to stop. When you stop, there's a greater chance that, some powerful weapon will hit
Uh-huh.
you. I was driving after which...
just blindly, just straight ahead.
Yes, I only saw a little bit of the road in the triplex.
Uh-huh.
The road is either a
Field.
field. That's it. I was driving. Later, when I couldn't see anything at all, I realized that standing was not an option. Tried to open the hatch to wipe the triplex. There was heavy shelling again. I also got a lot of dirt in my eyes. It was a bit deafening. I closed the hatch again, sat down and continued driving along the road.
But where had these 2 been?
They were sitting in the tower. They didn't even hear me. We didn't talk.
They were inside. They were not in a cage.
Yeah, they were inside there, sitting in the tower.
And what is the connection between the tower
No.
and this?
The only connection I had was with the spotter.
And the connection inside didn't work?
No.
Because T-62, what year was it made?
Well, 80s, 70s, I don't even know what year exactly it was.
3 hours. How many kilometers you travel?
I was driving very slowly in first gear because it was very hot, and my second gear wouldn't engage, and in third it simply wouldn't pull on the ground. Well, the road there was different. Well, I saw then the rear of the tank was hit. Apparently the radiator and oil tank were damaged, that my temperature immediately became very critical, over 120. I was already realizing that it was about to jam the engine. I thought about driving into a forest somewhere and stopping in order to somehow leave the tank. Tried to go out with the radio station, not with external antennas, but with the regular ones.
Understood.
Well, to get to the place there on foot. I saw the light of a car. I drove into the landing. I hope it was our car.
Well, what kind of one? Like a pickup truck?
I
some
didn't
kind of
see
jeep?
it, I just saw a little bit of lighting and that's all.
And all this happened at night?
At night.
It turns out that our guys were shooting at you at night. Drones flew, there
Drones
was
flew
a fire
and
correction.
everything flew. I just drove up. I couldn't see well because my eyes were covered in sand, and it was like a flash that blinded me a little. I saw it so dimly. Well, I understood that the tank was no longer gaining speed. Well, it's going to jam soon. I hope that it was our car that drove into the landing. I couldn't even make out the model, it was so hard to see.
Understood.
Well, that's it. I drove closer to the forest. I got out, walked over and saw two people unloading. There was an infantry fighting vehicle there. Well, that's it. I asked them for water to wash my eyes. One of yours said, I realized between their conversations that these were not ours. Well, that's it. They took aim at me and tied me up. I was unarmed. I didn't even have a machine gun with me. They tied me up, took me away. The tank remained standing there with these two infantrymen in the tower.
And what happened to them next?
I don't know. They took me away and that's all. But then, as I hear from your people, they said and showed a picture that they also took them captive and that tank was dragged away, I guess.
Was the tank taken away?
Well, I don't know if they took them exactly or not, but there was a picture of a tank where they took them captive from the tank there.
Anyway, you brought a tank. It turns out like this.
Well, it turns out like this.
Was this your first task?
Like that, yes.
What were they like before?
Well, I haven't had any combat mission like that. I always just simply lived in the position.
Did he agree to go right away? Look, I talked to a lot of tankers. I know how they pick who goes first in the convoy because everyone knows it's a suicide
Well,
bomber.
we didn't have a convoy.
Well, there was no convoy, I understand that. Were you determined or did the lot fall to you or who would go?
No, they asked those who wanted to.
Were there any who
I
wanted
agreed.
it?
There were.
Were there? Well,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay, got it. In captivity, they cut off your hands and then sew them back? Or not?
No.
Are you going to tell the joke or not? Because you say that you love humor, but I don't see it.
I didn't say that I love, I said that I have a sense of humor. Well, somehow humor comes, I don't know, in company, in a good environment, mood.
Is being alive good?
Good.
Hello,
Do you know me?
I know.
How?
Vladimir Zolkin.
No, I'm not Vladimir Zolkin.
I watched it on YouTube, Vladimir Zolkin.
This is my friend, and I'm Dmitry Apostol, Karpenko, the future head of the Belgorod People's Republic. In short, your husband is in captivity. You understand that if I call you, it means there will be a communication.
Yes.
Yes. If you want to talk to him, I need your consent to record and publish this conversation.
I want it.
Do you give permission?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I smoke?
We'll talk and then smoke.
What are they saying about me? Have you called anyone? What did they say?
Everything is fine?
Yes.
Darling, please be a little patient. We have already sent requests everywhere we could, everything to get you put up for exchange. To the Ministry of Defense, to the Red Cross, wherever possible. I received a notice from the military office
What?
that you have been recognized as a prisoner of war. And before that, Jenny, I think, called me and told me. Come on, don't worry, that's it. We'll do our best, so soon you'll be exchanged. Don't worry.
That's it, bye.
Okay, bye.
Can I have a cigarette?
You can. Write down how you feel now, what you just saw. What did I just see?
Wife's experiences.
For what?
Well, there is no miner at home, so to speak, there is no loot.
That's right. She doesn't care about you. You just stopped giving money. Right?
Well, it looks like it.
She just doesn't care about you, dude. Because what was your entire conversation about?
About money. Financial problems.
Well, at least don't breeze into the broken Samsung. What are you doing? Well, somewhere. Fog. Then lens will fog up now. That's all. Your whole life. She doesn't give a damn about you. And you, yes, will watch this interview. What is her name?
My wife?
Yes,
Galia.
Galia. Emotional interview. Tears due to lack of money. Where does she spend the money? Well, you've been getting 200,000 for how long? How many months?
From the beginning of mobilization.
Well, look. Look. Calculator. Calculator. How many months have you been in the service?
In September there will be 24 months.
In September there will be 24 months. How it's June, July, August, that is 22 months. Multiply by 195,000. Right?
Right.
4 and 3 million rubles. And she doesn't have money to set up your child for school?
She hasn't, as far as I know.
Well, she said we know that. Will you comment?
Well, let's say we didn't pay off the mortgage, trying to put some money aside. But there was no money in the accounts for some reason.
4 million. Where can you spend it? Well, this is an amount of money that in ordinary classical life you will never collect and never see. Agreed, yes? On this major note or minor note, on what note? Do you know the difference?
No.
On this note, we end our conversation because... is there anything else interesting?
No.
I see you're getting upset.
There is nothing to be happy about.
This isn't how it was supposed to be, was it?